In practice, you are unlikely to exclusively use trading volume to decide which exchange to use. When you start choosing crypto projects, you're going to notice that some exchanges list it and others don't. And also, some exchanges have higher trading volume than others and higher fees, and vice versa. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to determine where any crypto project is listed and what fees are payable when you actually do trade it. But first, I want to demonstrate the difference between CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, as there are some differences. Both provide a similar service, but they focus on different crypto projects. For example, on CoinGecko, there are 6,748 projects, but on CoinMarketCap, there are 9,267. There are only 367 exchanges on CoinMarketCap, but there are 451 on CoinGecko. This market data that we can see here, the total market cap of every single cryptocurrency listed on CoinGecko, stands at 2,273,000,000, whereas on CoinMarketCap, it's 2,215,000,000. Okay, so you have to be careful here. Okay, again, the 24-hour trading volume on CoinMarketCap is 241 trillion, whereas on CoinGecko, it is 331 trillion because they list additional exchanges. The Bitcoin dominance will usually not vary too much, and obviously we've got around 50% so far. So that's around 50% of the market is actually dominated by Bitcoin at the moment. And then Ethereum is very similar as well. The ETH gas is actually the fee that is transacted every single time you do an ETH or Ethereum transaction. And that ranges from about 70 to 150 GWE, which is the smallest unit of Ethereum. And again, it's very similar depending on the exchange. So let's pick a project. Obviously with large cap coins, there are notable exceptions, but you'll be able to trade these on the majority of exchanges. Binance Coin, for example, you can't trade on some exchanges because it is a particular token that is associated with a particular exchange. So let's have a look now. Obviously Bitcoin is going to be traded almost everywhere. So if we scroll down here, we can actually click on see all trading pairs, and we can see yes, literally is almost traded everywhere. But we can actually look at the best exchange, or where it's traded the most, and let's do 24-hour volume, and we can see that is Binance. So no surprises there considering our previous video. And then BitZ is next, and then IDCM. Okay, so those are the top three exchanges, but notice the volume is significantly higher than a lot of other exchanges. We also have the trading pairs here, Bitcoin against USDT. Now USDT is Tether, which is a stable coin, which is basically the US dollar, but a crypto version. Okay, and you can obviously see the top three trading pairs here are Bitcoin versus Tether. Then on BitOnBay, we have Bitcoin Cash, BCH, against BTC. Okay, so that's actually the fourth largest trading pair, but because Bitcoin is being traded, albeit it's against Bitcoin Cash, it still ranks within this exchange list. Okay, so the price is listed here, and notice the price differs depending on which exchange you're using. Okay, there are arbitrage patterns that can take advantage of this, but they're an advanced topic. But you can, for example, buy Bitcoin on Binance and sell it on BitZ and actually take the difference between those two. Okay, now the liquidity is going to be an issue there because someone might not want to sell Bitcoin at 60,519 if they know the price is ultimately going to go down to 60,477. But you get the point. You can actually arbitrage and take advantage of these price differentials, and there are trades that will do that for you. The spread is the fee that you'll pay to trade. Okay, and notice Binance 0.01, very, very competitive, whereas BitOnBay 3.59%. And these do vary considerably depending on the exchange you're using. So you always need to, when you look at a crypto project, determine what fee you're likely to pay before you actually trade it. The depth either side of the live price also gives you an indication of liquidity. For example, on Binance, great liquidity. So theoretically, someone could come along with a huge order of 15,000 pounds or $15 million and actually get that order put in. Okay, and that would actually get filled. Whereas on something like BitOnBay, for example, if they came along with $15,000, it would struggle to get filled, let alone anything bigger than that. Okay, so obviously Bitcoin Cash against BTC is a low liquidity pair. Okay, so let's look at a token that isn't supported everywhere. One of the tokens that I'm supporting at the moment, and I've supported for a very long time, is called Dragon Chain, and it is not listed anywhere near the amount of exchanges that Bitcoin is listed on. So let's have a look here. Okay, so we're only listed on 12 exchanges in total. Okay, KuCoin is the largest exchange by volume. Okay, and we've got 26%, almost 27% of the volume there, against Dragon and Ethereum, and then Dragon and Bitcoin is 46%. So a good 70% of the market is just through KuCoin. Then we've got Uniswap, which is a decentralized platform, which we'll talk about more in section 6. That's got another 16% of the volume, the trading volume. And then Bittrex is coming in at number 4 with only 2% of the volume. Okay, again, look at the 2% depth here. Okay, we've also got a spread of 1% for Dragon and Ethereum, but only 0.45% for Dragon BTC, which means obviously that market is more liquid than the Ethereum market, and that would be indicated by the depth. So 1% either way, 2% either way. We've got $43,505 above for Ethereum in orders, and we've got minus 2% depth of 3,647 beneath. Okay, and obviously this is a completely different story. Look at the Banco network here. Okay, we've only got $5 and $6 either way. Okay, so, and also a trading volume to reflect the very, very low liquidity here. On some exchanges down in the bottom here, we've actually got zero volume and zero liquidity either side. So if you are trading with these, you're going to be paying a really heavy spread. So I'd avoid these, anything like that. Generally, anything over 1% is not really worth trading. You can get something a lot lower down the bottom, depending on the exchange that you're looking at. So let's have a look now at another token, which is a lot more liquid, Binance Coin. And obviously that's going to be, you'd think, traded the most on Binance. Let's have a look. So here we are. Let's just have a look. Yes, there we go. BNB against USDT, so against Tether, a spread of 0.04. And then if we go from the 24-hour trading volume, we actually see VCC exchanges next. Again, BNB USDT. But if we start to get down the bottom of the list, then we start to get spreads that are really quite high. Look, on Binance, we've got BIFI against BNB. So that's trading probably a small altcoin against BNB, and you're going to pay 0.81 to do that. Okay, then we've got this here as well. So this is the lowest liquidity exchange at the moment, 0.31%. Okay, so it's always worth just checking to see what the liquidity is like, and also noticing where you are. So for example, if you wanted to trade BNB against BTC, for example, you can actually click on that and it will take you to the exchange, so you can actually trade it. Okay, so if you see a really attractive spread, for example this one here, BNB BTC 0.01, you would choose that one theoretically over the one that we just isolated, which was a lot higher than that. Okay, so yeah, if we just have a look there, we can actually make sure that you're paying the minimal fees, and you're also ensuring the liquidity is as high as possible for the token that you're actually looking to trade. There are similar situations like this on CoinMarketCap. Again, if you scroll down, you can actually see all the exchanges where the particular token is listed. They will also provide a confidence in the data that is provided from the exchange, because not all exchanges provide accurate data, and they will even also give you a liquidity score out of 1,000, which indicates how liquid the market is at that particular time. Notice that we click on and see all markets, we can actually scroll down and see some very illiquid markets, even for Bitcoin. BTC USD, for example, on this particular exchange is hardly anything. And then if we go down here right to the bottom, we can see 265, for example, on Huobi against Tron with BTC as well. Okay, so that's again a small altcoin. Generally, if you are trading small altcoins, you're going to be paying higher spreads and higher fees just because the liquidity is reduced. So I would get comfortable in trading large market cap cryptocurrencies first before you start venturing onto smaller altcoins, just so you completely understand how to do that. I would also, theoretically, if you want to trade small altcoins, look into synthetic trading, which is something we look at in section 6, which doesn't have any of these issues. You don't play slippage, you don't have to worry about liquidity because you're purely dealing with synthetic tokens. Okay, so I hope you now understand a little bit more about CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and how to identify which exchange is useful when trading certain cryptocurrencies. Remember, not every exchange lists every crypto project. Some exchanges have more than others, and some exchanges have better reputations than others. And choosing the right pair, choosing the right liquidity, choosing the right fees, which obviously do fluctuate all the time depending on the market liquidity and dynamics, is important if you want to make the most crypto profit.